Can't believe I'm listening to my inspiration. It's late. I just drove 6 hours from the desert where I stopped to sleep overnight in Hot Spring, where I was in Venice for just 72 hours. And it's a whole long story, but it was a big journey for a short amount of time. And I drove back, and I am intent on sharing with you guys today to start the ball rolling that it's a couple weeks before the end of the year, and what it's been on my mind, what don't I want to drag into next year? Like, we got to be clear on what behavior, what thought patterns, what we tell ourselves, actual physical belongings, certain relationships. Hey, oh my God, you're up. It's super hot in here. I'm sitting on a biomat, which is amazing, and I've got my pink puffer on because it was cold. Anyway, so bonsoir. I'm in my art studio because I'm compiling loose leaf art journal pages that I've done. I don't know if you're aware of, but I have an art journal life tool that's available on my website, and maybe in a link below. You can let me know if it's there or not. Basically, every day I like to, and I haven't been in the past few weeks, and I'm sorry I haven't. So much information exists. September 17th, 2016, I did a gratitude list and was thankful for my friend Jenna. So, thank you. So basically, here's the deal. It's occurred to me that there's certain things we do not want to drag into 2025, but we might if we're not aware they're there. If something's under your bed, if there are things, just because there are things hidden doesn't mean they're not in your home, in your body, in your psyche, whether they're emotions, you got to root them up. So now's the time to root up what is lurking, possibly undetected, may be detected but not want to be dealt with. Like, what are we ignoring? What needs to be dug up? And I don't know what it is. I forget. I know all the stones, and I just don't know. Could be a piece of pyrite, hematite. Isn't it pretty? Anyway, so here's what I do. And now I have, because I'm going through, I have a whole flat file of where I have my square paintings and I have doobie things, and I want everything tight and organized. When I need to reference something, I could pull it out. What I don't want is old journal entries about ex-boyfriends or things I was feeling that maybe didn't make me feel so good. The one really good one, there's many things that are great about art journaling, but when you look back over your art journaling, which is, it's not what most people consider art journaling, where they're like collaging things. And no, for me, it's just colors and shapes and stick figures and words expressing how you're feeling in a way that is safe because nobody's going to see it. And when you do it every day and you look back at year's end or whenever you look back and you see that you've existed with the same issue so much time, it will, I would say, inspire you to stop the certain thing. You can look back and go, oh my gosh, I was dealing with that day and that day and that day and that day. And oh my gosh, over 3 years, I was dealing with the same thing. So if there's something that you don't want to hang on to, and I'm not saying the cute drawings or the happy little things, or maybe one page of like that signifies the hard times, but if there's paper and paper and paper over things that would compel you to hang on to that energy, then I say burn it. So my art journaling is different than if you look on YouTube. I noticed, like, I've been calling it art journaling for years, and I look to see what artists are doing, and they're just collaging stuff, and that's fine too, I guess, but that doesn't interest me. So I'm going to be going to the fire pit tomorrow and doing a burn outside, not in my fireplace, inside. Could burn it on the ground in Sedona as long as I don't start a fire. It is therapy. You get to see what is up for you, what you keep doing, what hasn't changed, what has changed. So it's journaling, but it's using color and art with the words. So for example, I love practicing. So now what I decided is I'm gonna have one journal for like my happy things, right? And then I'll have another journal when I need to rant or complain, or these apparently are my happy journals, obviously. So that is what's going on. So I want to, even though I was like, I can't make a video, I'm tired, I need to go take a bath. I was like, no, you're making a video because this is starting the conversation to, if you haven't done it yet, to journal. And the reason art journaling is so much more fun is you do a swash of watercolor, write some words, draw some shapes, how you feeling, and it just gets it out. You may want to do that on loose leaf paper. I like actually having books that you could just flip through and say, oh, that was the mood. Oh, that was the mood. This one's not finished. I remember I did this via video. I asked someone to pick out colors they wanted me to paint with. I don't remember. I think it was here on YouTube. You got to date them. Yeah. So I'm going to suggest that you just get a notebook and a pen, maybe some crayons, some markers, and you always have them handy, and that every morning or every evening or when it feels good to you, you just say the date and you just start saying what happened, or use words or use images, and just really start to, let's say, document your life. That's what it is. It's like cataloging and documenting. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your comments. This is a fun one, like scribbling. A lot of times when I'm just testing out markers to see if they work, it turns into something that makes me happy. But I remember doing this one day with Jada. So it's, for me, I'd rather look at pictures to see what I was up to than to only have words, because going back and reading is laborious. I did this with my friend Sophie. She's 8 and she did that, and I did this. I see something that needs to be cut out. And I see the date. New moon in Taurus, May 7th. That's funny. One of you is going to know that one. I remember that day. There were rainbows everywhere that day, but I was also like, That was when Michelle suggested I draw myself as the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, I was having a stressy day that day. No, I'm not going to cut these out. I like this journal too much. But the random pieces of paper that have junk on it, a coloring book with the doobies would be great. You don't have to be good at it. If you get the art journaling life tool, you'll see why nobody was particularly good at it, and yet they were really good at it. And it's hard to describe. Like, you just, it feels so good. It doesn't have to look beautiful. It just has to feel good. Oh, I see what's going on here. Well, I just popped on. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles. I found a lot of our, you're prompting me to empower myself, and Michelle's really good at this. You could go to Michelle Tarot Love Magic on Instagram, and she does readings, and has such a beautiful, I call it the language of tarot. Like, she just has such a beautiful way of doing it. And when you hear of an archetype that you could model yourself after to empower yourself to get through whatever you're getting through, or celebrate what you need to celebrate, it's really, really helpful. You're glad I'm on, Dory? Thank you, because I was like, am I really going live now? I should be bathing. I just drove 5 hours today, 5 hours yesterday. But it's fun. I'm glad we're going to be in the studio. We're going to be doing stuff here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to spend a lot of time in the studio. I mean, I do funny things in my art journaling, things that make me laugh. I can't even show you. Really funny. Like, I kind of make humor out of it. If you try to draw a picture of someone you're mad at, trust me, it's funny. Yes, I'm going to do art, you guys. We're going to do that. We're going to do that together. I just wanted to see you and say hi. Definitely agree with getting rid of old journals. I read some journals I had over the years and they make me feel so bad. Exactly. So that's what I'm about to do. So tomorrow's a little bit of a burning party, but I have to collect everything and see if there's anything lurking in random loose journals and see what's up. I'm going to look through all of them. And if something does make me feel bad, it's going, gone. But I find a lot of things that make me feel happy. More of that this year. Okay, you guys. So let's all think about, I think the prompt now, even if you haven't done any art journaling, is take a little notebook, take a little pen, and write down what doesn't get to come into 2025, what needs to go, and allow yourself the time to feel feelings and to identify some things that are making you feel bad that you may be pretending don't exist or busying yourself too much to even notice them. Give yourself some time so that it doesn't drag with you into 2025. And we will do some art journaling together. If you want, get my Art Journal Life tool. It's amazing, 6 hours, and you'll see how people's lives got transformed from it. What else? I think that's it for now. These are cute little journals that I like because they're not intimidating. They're really little. That's a sticker. Art Talons. No, it's called Art Creation by Talons. They're good little, not expensive notebooks, and you can carry it with you and journal away while you're out and about. I guess that's it. Neither. Neither. Who around here is eating fried chicken? Nothing fried. We don't eat fried food. We don't eat gluten. We don't eat grains, in my opinion. But we're not talking about food now. We are talking about what needs to go. I can't wait. Tomorrow's going to be burning day. I'm going to go find some more. I'm going to take a bath. And guess what we get to do after we let go? We get to welcome in what we want. What I want you guys to know is that I have a personal aversion to only saying positive language. Sometimes it's really good to, on paper or out loud, say, I hate this. I don't want this. Now, positive languaging is saying only good things and wording them in a way which is excellent for creating affirmations. When you are having affirmations, you want to put in the positive words, the whole thing that's going to bring in what you are attracting. So if you're bored, you wouldn't say, your affirmation wouldn't be, I don't want to be bored. I want to be excited. I want to feel passion. But you wouldn't know necessarily the word passion or excitement if you didn't say the word bored. So what I'm suggesting is that on the piece of paper, you completely write everything that bugs you, that you don't want, and then turn it into a positive. Michelle's working hard in here, I see. We have an interesting evening. What is it, 8:46? Time to go to bed. Go eat your Popeyes or your KFC, whoever commented that. Thanks, Michelle. I don't know how you could do that. That's really impressive that you know how to delete Delete, delete. That's what we're doing. We're deleting anything that doesn't belong. So I love you guys. Get your writing on. I'm going to give you a hint that it's a good idea to draw, let's say, learn how to draw an image of yourself, even if it is just an oval with eyes. And then you could draw what kind of hair you have. But if that's just you, that's you. And you could feel like, maybe sometimes you feel like there's like daggers coming at you. Maybe sometimes you feel like there's love coming at you. It's as simple as that. So you want to just symbolize what you need to express. Thank you, Michelle. Let me go, babe. I hope you guys have a good night, and we will definitely be communing more because the studio is amazing, amazing. I'll show you my organization, all kinds of things. I'm going to even tighten it up. So see you soon. Thank you, Craig. Bonsoir. Buonanotte. You're welcome.